as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. The Bearcats will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Troy's offense will start this game off. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
On second down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Troy. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Cincinnati's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Coming after it. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down after the short completion. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Trojans! What a grab and go for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. They help out the oath. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Troy! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. At the 35, he's open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Yoder. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
The name of the game is getting to the quarterback. But I love getting to the quarterback and finishing with a nice rip and forcing that fumble out. God, there's nothing like it.
That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Cincinnati.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but
Worry.
this is...
And the pass is intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Troy. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
42, Cincinnati.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hunt. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. A third and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Yoder. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Time to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Troy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Line gets set, first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He's got it again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Hunt. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this offense. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yoder. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Trojans will try to move the sticks on 4th down.
Easy. 6-9-1. Gators score. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Handoff to the lone back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Now on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And his throw is incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Try to get it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? They'll try to run for it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Troy. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
at the 43-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give on the inside. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on. A quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Guys, sometimes they call this hidden yardage, and the punt return man set them up with a 1st and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Second down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Throws to the tight end. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking for a man. It's Salazar. He looks that one in nicely. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play.
It's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game.